Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clarice here with That Dumb Movie Show, and I am very excited at the moment because next week I'm going on a little trip to Orlando, Florida to go to Star Wars Celebration, and I can't believe it's actually happening. I'm freaking out. So yeah, this is slightly a warning that there's not going to be a video next week, but also I wanted to ask you guys whether you maybe wanted to see a vlog from that trip. I'm gonna be crazy busy, so I don't know how much I can actually film, but I can maybe, show you guys some of the show floor and some of the cool cosplayers and maybe a little tiny bit of the panels. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd like to see or what you like to see. And yeah, today I wanted to talk about the Discovery. I've noticed recently it's kind of interesting that a lot of Netflix's original content seems to be quite high concept sci-fis. I mean, I would consider Stranger Things a high concept sci-fi, and the OA definitely, and now The Discovery by Charlie McDowell. And I kind of get why Netflix might be doing that because, when you're producing so much content, I'm sure not everything can really max out its budget, and I think sci-fi is quite a good way around it because instead of blowing people's minds with spectacle and special effects, you can try and blow people's minds with ideas. So Netflix actually acquired The Discovery even before its Sundance premiere, and I think you can definitely see why. I mean, it's a film premised on asking big questions. It's just question after question after question posed by various characters across rooms, and presumably the hope is that one of those questions will blow your mind. But the problem is that they did not blow my mind. My mind was thoroughly unblown during this film. This film, a lot like the OA, is all about the concept of the afterlife, and it takes place on the 2-year anniversary of a scientist's discovery that after death, some part of the human consciousness travels to a new plane of existence. Right at the beginning, this film sets up kind of an interesting dilemma, which is, do we have a responsibility to share with the world what we've uncovered, no matter the consequences? Because after this particular discovery, there are mass global suicides as everyone is trying to reach this other place. But yeah, I found that aspect really interesting, but this film just doesn't really elaborate on it at all. Like, there's no real exploration of the emotional or personal repercussions on the scientist himself, played by Robert Redford, like the weight of that responsibility on his shoulders. And the film also doesn't really look into the motivation behind everyone wanting to kill themselves after this discovery, considering there's no indication of whether it might be better or worse than the existence we occupy now. Instead, this film makes kind of a strange decision to follow this guy's son, instead played by Jason Segel, as he turns up to his father's facility right before they unveil this new machine that's going to try and figure out what this other world consists of. And so he turns up, and then he has this near obligatory romance with Rooney Mara's character, who's the woman he saves from drowning, and she's this kind of lifeless, manic pixie dream girl trope who also, it's weird because her character is almost immediately pitched as competition for Riley Keough's character for a reason that I can't figure out, other than that they're pretty much the only two women in this film with any lines. It's really weird. Anyways, this film largely focuses in on their romance, but they seem pretty emotionally detached from each other. All they do is have these kind of very coolly delivered intellectual discussions in which they talk about anything from the difference between fantasy and reality, the search for meaning, and even the possible existence of animal afterlife. And it's all very kind of inconclusive and floaty, and basically these people sound like they're stoned the entire time. In fact, this whole film seems pretty stoned. I don't know if I made just the wrong choice by not getting high before watching it. I feel like that's the only true way to experience the discovery. Because it is just question after question after question after question, and then it just starts spiraling out of control, and by the end it's 420'd itself into its own new plane of existence. It just didn't make any sense to me. But if you have had a chance to see the Discovery, I would love to know what you thought and what state of consciousness you were while you watched it. You can let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter, details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!